couple of Hollywood, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, are no stranger to controversy, being accused of various things over the years, like transmitting diseases or faking documents. It's truly a wild ride trying to keep up with the two A-listers. Kylie Jenner is no stranger to the luxuries of life, like private planes. Stars do sometimes need access to private flights for security reasons, but social media was up in arms in July of 2022 after the reality TV star took a 17-minute flight. The star took her private jet a couple cities over, and people online calculated that the flight could have been a 45-minute car ride. I personally don't get the short private jet flights, just because after driving to the airport, getting on the flight, taking off, touching down, getting off, driving from the airport, wouldn't that all exceed 45 minutes? You can tell I've never been on a private plane. Other social media users were quick to point out just how much carbon would have been released from the short flight, about a quarter of the average person's annual carbon footprint, or 1 ton. The 45-minute car ride would have had a significantly lower impact on the environment. This isn't even the worst flight Jenner has reportedly taken. In June, she had taken a flight that was just 9 minutes. Social media users have called out the star for this behavior, some calling her a climate criminal. July of 2020 revealed that the makeup millionaire Kylie Jenner is accused of being a bad tipper. A video shared to TikTok by a former Manhattan restaurant hostess details her opinions on different A-listers she met while working at the restaurant. The video features names like Hailey Bieber and the Hadid sisters, both talked about in positive light. Jenner, unfortunately, did not receive the same treatment. The hostess clarified that the reality TV star's behavior wasn't an issue, saying that she was fine. It was the bill at the end. The former hostess claimed that Jenner tipped $20 on a $500 bill. The former hostess ended her bit about Jenner saying, "Do with that what you will," and rated the star as a 2 out of 10 guest. This did cause some controversy online, some people agreeing that Kylie should have tipped more, around 20% instead of 4%. That would have been about a $100 tip. Others are saying that maybe the service wasn't great and $20 isn't that bad. Let me know your thoughts on the situation in the comments. Timothée Chalamet's fan base had a meltdown after videos of him smoking at the Beyonce concert he attended with Kylie went viral. The elusive Hollywood couple makes few public appearances together, so all eyes were on them at Beyonce's September 4th concert last year. Most of what was seen was just kisses and cuddles, but one particular Timothée action had fans clutching their pearls, but for good reason though. Timothée is seen in a video from the event smoking. This does break the rules of the venue, and fans were not happy about that. Timothée Chalamet smoking is not necessarily the biggest surprise. There are photos of him doing it before, lots of people in Hollywood do it, but smoking inside the stadium is definitely not very nice to those around him. This next point is like whiplash. Kylie is known for being active on social media, posting on her Instagram story frequently. For such a major star, usually posts are like planned to compliment each other, but in this case, the two could not have been more different. Back in the very beginning of 2020, Jenner took to her Instagram story to raise awareness for what was happening in Australia at the time with all the devastating fires. Particularly, Jenner's Instagram story post was about the large amount of animals that had passed due to the fires and how sad that was and how people could help. It was a great message, exactly the thing to do to raise awareness. However, shortly after posting this message, Jenner posted photos of her new slippers to her story. Her new mink fur slippers, real fur. Fans thought this was an incredibly inappropriate thing to post, wearing fur right after making a big post about saving the animals in Australia. Many social media users were quick to weigh in on the controversy, one writing, "Kylie posting a story about the AU fires, then a story of her mink LV slippers is my favorite new definition of tone deaf. The slipper slip up wasn't a good look." Maybe the most hilarious of the secrets on this list would have to be the Timothée Chalamet spreading chlamydia around the NYU campus. It's not true, apparently. The reason this rumor even started is just as wild as the rumor itself. Allegedly, according to fans online, the rumor started from a fanfiction. This happened in a fanfiction, I guess, and everyone just started taking it as fact. Not to say that there is no truth to the rumor. I personally don't know him, so I can't tell you exactly what he got up to in college. Kylie's lip kits and her plastic surgery caused some ruffled feathers when it was first revealed the star received the procedures. Kylie getting exposed for receiving plastic surgery isn't necessarily that bad. She is absolutely allowed to do whatever she wants wants to her body, it is hers. What people had a problem with is that she was using it to sell her lip kit products. Most of the marketing for her famous lip kits was about how it would make your lips look bigger, just like Kylie's, that all you needed for the plump lip look was a Kylie Jenner lip kit. Only that wasn't true at all, even for Kylie. Her famous pout was achieved not just through makeup, but also plastic surgery. Many said this marketing was creating unrealistic expectations and was contributing to body image issues among younger fans. Now Kylie is more open about the procedures she received. Kylie Jenner admitted in an interview that she uses her housekeeper as an arm model for her makeup swatches. While being interviewed by Fast Money, Kylie dropped this interesting confession. She revealed that the reason why she picked her housekeeper to show off the highlighter swatches was because she has the best arms for swatches and she's so nice and just sits there and has her arm ready and lets me do my thing. So it seems like her housekeeper enjoys being there, which thank goodness. Still, people found the entire thing a little odd and were quick to criticize the situation, especially how Kylie spoke of her housekeeper. Many said that the way Kylie was speaking about her housekeeper was akin to how one might speak of a pet, and were also pointing out that this wasn't a housekeeper's job and that they hoped Jenner at least compensated her for the modeling. Though Jenner being able to do this does indicate a good relationship, so surely her housekeeper must be fine with it. It's been happening for years, but in 2024 it was revealed again that one of Kylie's brands stole designs from a smaller business. In the post, Kylie's makeup brand had stolen photo shoot ideas from a makeup artist on Instagram, but this time it's all about Kylie's clothing line, Kai. Australian brand Johansson is known for a specific silhouette. It looks classic and it has like twisted sleeves usually, and they've actually dressed Kylie Jenner before. The owner of Johansson was surprised when Kai's new collection dropped because it looked incredibly similar to many of the company's designs. Jessica Johansson took to TikTok to express her frustration and show comparisons of the two brands side by side. From what I saw, they are almost identical. Pair that with the fact that Kylie knows the brand and has worn the clothes, it's not looking good. This isn't the first time Kai has been accused of stealing designs. Before this, in 2023, designer Betsy Johnson accused the brand of the same thing. This is not the Betsy Johnson, the American designer, this is someone else. She was a model and is from Grimsby. Johnson at this point had recently announced a line called Products and was met with praise. It featured lots of leather and made a point to look luxurious. Kylie's brand released a line that had striking similar design ideas. Turns out Johnson had sent some emails to Kylie's product team months before the drops. In an Instagram story, Johnson wrote, "We emailed Kylie and her team Products Ltd concept and language and a line sheet 6 months ago. Interesting concept, Kylie. Interesting. Thanks for the cosign." A line sheet is a tool used to showcase clothing and the info about selling it wholesale, so it probably would have had a lot of the product's designs on it. Not a good look. The summer of 2020 was the backdrop for the shocking accusation that Kendall and Kylie didn't pay their workers. Claims were made against the sisters' shared brand, Kendall and Kylie, that they weren't compensating workers in Bangladesh for their work. The alleged reason why was the COVID-19 pandemic. An article from Remake was published in June of 2020, and it was the first to bring this claim to light. Here's the thing, were Kendall and Kylie directly responsible for paying the workers? Technically no. Everything went through the company they were working with, Global Brands Group. So the claim was actually against them. The claim was that they refused to pay its garment suppliers for orders produced in February and March following a drop in sales caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The sisters did address the claims publicly in a statement on Instagram, writing, "We would like to address the unfortunate and incorrect rumor that Global Brands Group owns the Kendall and Kylie brand and that we have neglected to pay factory workers in Bangladesh as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is untrue. The Kendall and Kylie brand is owned by 3072541 Canada Inc., not GBG. The brand has worked with CAA GBG in the past in a sales and business development capacity only, but we do not currently have any relationship at all with GBG." So though they had been affiliated in the past, it was not the case anymore, and it was an unfortunate accident that the sisters were brought into the conversation. Kylie Jenner made history and truly became King Kylie when she was crowned Forbes' youngest self-made billionaire ever at age 21. It came out towards the end of 2020 that allegedly false tax returns had been used to prove Kylie's billionaire status. So she wasn't actually a billionaire, still very, very, very rich, just not a billionaire. She was close to almost there. Her updated net worth at the time when Forbes revoked the title was just under $900 million. A report was published in the magazine after they had realized that they had been lied to. The report accused Kylie's mom, Kris Jenner, of being a key player in the falsehood. In the report, Forbes said, "Kylie's business is significantly smaller and less profitable than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry in media outlets, including including Forbes, to believe. The magazine did go on to clarify some things, saying, "While we can't prove that those documents were fake, though it's likely, it's clear that Kylie's camp has been lying." Today, Kylie Jenner's net worth is estimated to be about $700 million. The only member of the family with a billion net worth right now is Kim Kardashian, with a net worth of around $1.7 billion.
Jordan and Kylie became best friends when they met in 2012, but all that changed when Jordan admitted to kissing Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend at the time. This happened in February of 2019, and in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Jenner claimed that her then BFF initially lied about the incident before confessing to the kiss when she was confronted. In September of 2020, Woods revealed that everything changed for her in the wake of the cheating scandal. She said, "I'm not happy that people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through. It was a lot for everyone. My family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to do something bad to anyone I love." In July of 2023, Woods was spotted to dinner in Los Angeles with Jenner as their first public outing in 4 years. Jenner opened up about the pair's reunion in a November 2023 profile for Interview magazine, saying, "We never fully cut each other off, and one day naturally we were like, we want to get sushi and we don't want to hide anymore." Then there's Amanda Stenberg. The actor called out Kylie in July 2015 when she posted an Instagram snap of herself with cornrows. In response to the photo, Amanda said, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help by directing attention towards your wigs instead of racism." Kylie then clapped back saying, "Mad if I don't, mad if I do. Go hang with Jaden or something." Now, Amanda took Kylie's ex Jaden Smith to prom that May, but I'm sure that comment did not sit too well. After all, Kylie has been called out for cultural appropriation many times before, mostly coming from fans. But when a celebrity does it, it's a lot harder to ignore. Moving on to Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna has a rocky relationship with the Kardashian-Jenner family. She dated rapper Tyga and had a son with him in 2012. The pair split in 2014, and in 2015, Tyga began dating Kylie, but they eventually called it quits in 2017. Chyna, for her part, began dating Kylie's older brother Rob, and the couple announced that they were engaged and expecting their first child together in May of 2016. After an extremely rocky romance, Rob and Chyna split in early 2017, and the second season of their reality show was put on hold indefinitely. Then in late 2017, Chyna sued the famous family for interfering with the show's future, claiming that Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie had all defamed her, and her reputation was permanently damaged as a result. Next up is Selena Gomez. Selena was friends with Kendall and Kylie, but it's said that Justin Bieber drove them all apart. In April of 2014, Selena hung out with the Jenner sisters at Coachella, but she unfollowed them soon after. Why? At least according to one source. Another source said that whatever went down at Justin's rented home near the festival got messy. Quote, "Kylie sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that is what started the fight. Selena saw those pictures on Justin's phone and she freaked out and left immediately." They said that at the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show and enhance their brand rather than being legitimate friends. Thankfully, Selena realized that she was being used and then she got out of there. Now, Justin and Selena's relationship was always messy, but she definitely did not need the Jenner sisters messing with it even more. On to Keke Palmer. Although Keke was somewhat sympathetic about Kylie's insecurities to do with her appearance, she did not approve of how Kylie went about gaining confidence and said that she was inauthentic. AKA, she did not like the fact that Kylie lied about getting fillers and Botox. Quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like, I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love." Keke went on to say, specifically in the situation with Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television for years, and they literally told her that she was so ugly, the ugly person in the family. Then she went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. Next we have Jeffree Star. Kylie Cosmetics was full of drama. Its first lip gloss launch was met with complaints after customers found that their brushes were frayed, split, and overall defective. Although the company had already released a statement addressing the issue and promising to resolve it, YouTube makeup artist Jeffree Star of course had to voice his opinion on it. He slammed the unacceptable situation on social media in a series of deleted posts. 2 months later, he accused Kylie of overcharging for her lip kits, saying she found a lab that makes a $5 formula and they're called ColourPop. They gave her the exact same one with her name on it and they charged $20 more. If the product didn't suck, I wouldn't have anything to say. Jeffree continued to bash Kylie and her makeup line, slamming her for releasing a $60 brush kit in December of 2017, and later claiming that the products were lackluster. He said, "I think that there's so many products being put out and it's just not exciting anymore. It's kind of lackluster and I'm just kind of over the brand at the moment." In March of 2019, he claimed that Kylie, who had just been named as the youngest self-made billionaire by Forbes, had only been profiled by the magazine because he had turned it down. So clearly Jeffree has something against Kylie as a businesswoman and as a person. Moving on to Vlada Haggerty. When Kylie launched her makeup line in 2014, she adopted a dripping lip motif as the company's signature look. However, she was quickly called out by social media users who felt that she had stolen the design from makeup artist Vlada Haggerty, who was known for her elaborate lip art. 2 years later, Kylie was accused of copying her again for her 2016 holiday campaign, which featured fingers painted gold covering the model's eyes to draw attention to the red lip at the center. On Instagram, Vlada wrote, "Really, Kylie Cosmetics? Haven't you gotten enough inspiration from me already?" She then shared side-by-side comparisons of the photos. Eventually, Kylie Cosmetics changed their post to credit her because she threatened to sue the company for copyright infringement, which is completely valid considering the fact that she literally stole it. Next, we have Kevin James Bennett. In August of 2022, Kylie shared a series of photos from a visit to the Kylie Cosmetics production center in Milan, saying that she was in the lab creating new magic. In the photos, she wore a white lab coat but no hairnet or gloves, leading Kevin James Bennett to call her out in an Instagram post of his own for violating safety guidelines. He wrote, "I'm a cosmetic developer and work with cosmetic manufacturers as part of my job. I have very short hair and I've never been allowed into the lab or onto the manufacturing floor without a hairnet, shoe covers, mask, and disposable gloves." The makeup artist alleged that Kylie is gaslighting her followers into thinking that she is creating these cosmetics. He continued to question what ignorant lab would let her go there and stage photos in their lab or on the manufacturing floor without following proper sanitation protocols. Fans felt that he made some very valid points. After all, if Kylie wants to do some sort of photo shoot, she can just do it somewhere else. In response, Kylie claimed that the photos were taken in a separate, small personal space that was set aside for creating social media content. Kevin responded with a series of questions about the time Kylie spent at the facility, before reiterating that she lied to him and her followers. Next up, we have Madison Beer. The singer was once besties with Kylie. That was until her collab with Kylie's makeup brand. Madison didn't directly accuse Kylie of stealing a purple palette that was supposed to be released as a collaboration, but she did imply it on Twitter. She said, "When people fully steal your idea and what they come out with was supposed to be a collab, whack." After that, she stopped following Kylie and then posted a selfie online where she was also using purple eyeshadow. The caption read, "I see you, girl. If that's not shade, then I don't know what is." Shortly after, trolls started commenting on her post to point out that Madison did not create purple eyeshadow, to which he responded by hinting that the real issue was not the hue at all, but the betrayal. He said that Kylie contacted Madison with the notion of working together, and after some initial hesitation, Madison eventually consented. Though a collaboration between Kylie and Beer was never officially confirmed, she hinted to paparazzi in March of 2017 that she may start working on makeup with her childhood pal. And lastly, we have Danielle Bregoli. Viral sensation Danielle Cash Me Outside Bregoli does not like Kylie Jenner at all, or Kendall. According to the Daily Mail, Bregoli mocked Kylie in one of her music videos, which stars a Kylie Jenner lookalike getting injections all over her face and her body. Danielle also blasted Kylie in a radio interview, saying, "How do you go from lips the size of a twig and a body that looks like a paperclip, and now you look like an hourglass?" While some fans felt that she went a little too far with her criticism, others felt that she said what everyone was really thinking.
Blac Chyna has a rocky relationship with the Jenner family. She dated rapper Tyga and had a son with him in 2012. The pair split in 2014, and in 2015, Tyga began dating Kylie Jenner, but they eventually called it quits in 2017. Now Chyna, for her part, began dating Kylie's older brother, Rob Kardashian, and the couple announced that they were engaged and expecting
their first child together in May 2016. Now, after an extremely rocky romance, Rob and China split up in early 2017, and the second season of their reality show was put on hold indefinitely. Then, in late 2017, China sued the famous family for interfering with the show's future, claiming that Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie Jenner had defamed her, and her reputation was permanently damaged as a result. Now, not to mention what Rob did, as he released nude photos of her without her permission and went on some crazy rants. According to the lawsuit, China alleged the nude photo scandal, along with influence from the Kardashian family, are what got Rob and China her reality show axed before season 2. Also, she was blindsided when Kylie and Tyga started dating, so I'm sure that caused some jealousy and resulted in her not liking Kylie either. Now, during the April 2022 trial, Kylie testified that she had received threatening text messages from China when she was dating Tyga, adding that China had showed her a 9-inch scar that he allegedly got during a fight with her. Kylie also noted that she had shared her concerns about China with Rob while they were together, but ultimately it was up to him. Next up is Selena Gomez. Now, Selena Gomez was friends with Kendall and Kylie, but it's said that Justin Bieber drove them apart. In April 2014, Selena hung out with the Jenner sisters at Coachella, but Selena unfollowed them soon after. Why? Well, Selena felt Kylie was flirting with Justin, a source told Us Weekly after the incident. Now, another source added that whatever went down at Justin's rented home near the festival, and it got messy. Kylie sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that's what started the fight. Selena saw the pictures on Justin's phone, and she freaked out and left immediately, a source told Hollywood Life, adding, at the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show to enhance their brand, rather than just being legit friends. Now, thankfully, Selena realized she was being used and got out. Now, Justin and Selena's relationship was always messy, but she definitely didn't need the Jenner sisters messing with it and using her. Then there's Jordyn Woods. Jordyn Woods and Kylie Jenner became best friends when they met in 2012, but that all changed when Jordyn admitted to kissing Tristan Thompson, Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend at the time. Now, this happened in February 2019, and in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie claimed that her then BFF initially lied about the incident before confessing to the kiss when confronted. She was just like, crying the whole time, she recalled. And I was just telling her, I'm like scared of you now, like you're capable of waking up the next morning with a smile on your face. Now, in September 2020, Jordyn revealed that everything changed for her in the wake of the cheating scandal. I just remember sitting in a very dark place, and I didn't really, I had my family to talk to, I had you to talk to, but I felt like I had no one, she told Natalie Manuel Lee for her YouTube series, Now with Natalie. You take everything you think you know for a whole decade, the people you think you know, the life you think you know, everything that you've grown up doing, and you take it all away from someone. I didn't know how to feel. She continued by saying, I'm not happy that people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through. It was a lot for everyone, my family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to doing something bad to anyone I love. Now, in July 2023, Jordyn was spotted out to dinner in Los Angeles with Kylie, their first public outing in 4 years. Now, Kylie opened up about the pair's reunion in a November 2023 profile for Interview magazine, stating, we never fully cut each other off, and one day naturally we were like, we want to get sushi and we don't want to hide anymore. She continued by saying, there's a learning lesson in everything, and I think that in a weird way, everything happens how it's supposed to happen. We were so attached at the hip that we needed space to grow into the people we were supposed to be. I needed that independence and that confidence because she was like my security blanket for so long. Now we have Jeffree Star. Kylie Cosmetics was full of drama. Its first lip gloss launch was met with complaints after customers found their brushes were frayed, split, and overall defective. Though the company had already released a statement addressing the issue and promising to resolve it, YouTube MUA Jeffree Star, of course, had to voice his opinion on it. He slammed the unacceptable situation on social media in a series of since-deleted posts. 2 months later, he then accused Kylie of overcharging for her lip kits, Telling Racked, she found a lab that makes a $5 formula and they're called ColourPop. They gave her the same exact one with her name on it and charged $20 more. If the product didn't suck, I wouldn't have anything to say. Now Star continued to bash Kylie and her makeup line, slamming Kylie Cosmetics for releasing a $60 brush kit in December of 2017 and later claiming that the products were lackluster in July 2018. I just think that there's so many Kylie Cosmetic products being put out and it's not exciting anymore. It's kinda lackluster and I'm just kind of over the brand at the moment, he said in a YouTube video at the time. Now in March 2019, Jeffree claimed via Twitter that Kylie, who had just been named as the youngest self-made billionaire by Forbes, had only been profiled by the magazine because he turned it down. Now he has since deleted that tweet, but not to mention he's also bashed her skincare brand. Now there's Vlada Hegarty. When Kylie launched her makeup line in 2014, she adopted a dripping lip motif as the company's signature look. However, she was quickly called out by social media users who felt that she had stolen the design from makeup artist Vlada Hegarty, who is known for her elaborate lip art. Now 2 years later, Kylie was accused of copying Vlada again for her 2016 holiday campaign, which featured fingers painted gold covering the model's eyes to draw attention to the red lip at the center. Really, at Kylie Cosmetics, haven't you gotten enough inspiration from me already? Vlada wrote via Instagram at the time, before sharing a side-by-side comparison of the photos. Left is the work of @Julia Cosmetco, @Brent Fusion, and I shot a few months ago, and the right is at Kylie Cosmetics' new campaign. Though Kylie Cosmetics later changed their post to credit her, she threatened to sue the company for copyright infringement, which is so valid because they literally stole it. Then there's Amandla Stenberg. Actor Amandla Stenberg called out Kylie in July 2015 when she posted an Instagram snap of herself with cornrows. In response to the photo, Amandla said, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs instead of police brutality or racism, hashtag white girls do it better." Kylie then clapped back saying, "Mad if I don't, mad if I do, go hang with Jaden or something." Now Amandla took Kylie's ex, Jaden Smith, to prom that May, but I'm sure that comment did not sit well. Moving on to Madison Beer. Singer Madison Beer was once besties with Kylie, but that was until their collab with Kylie's makeup brand. Now Madison didn't directly accuse Kylie of stealing a purple palette that was supposed to be released as a collaboration, but she did imply it on Twitter. When people fully steal your idea and what they come out with was supposed to be a collab, whack, she tweeted with a snake emoji. Now after that, she stopped following Kylie and posted a selfie online in which she was also using purple eyeshadow. Now the caption read, "I see you, girl." Now if that's not shade, I don't know what is. Now soon after, trolls began commenting on her post to point out that Madison did not create purple eyeshadow, to which she responded by hinting that the real issue was not the hue at all but the betrayal. It said that Kylie contacted Madison with the notion of working together, and after some hesitation, Madison eventually consented. Though the collaboration between Kylie and Madison was never officially confirmed, Madison hinted to paparazzi in March 2017 that she may be working on makeup with her childhood pal. Now we have Keke Palmer. Although Keke Palmer was somewhat sympathetic about Kylie's insecurities about her appearance, she didn't approve of how Kylie went about gaining confidence, deeming her inauthentic. AKA, she didn't like the fact that Kylie lied about getting fillers and Botox. Keke said that so many people strive to be perfect and that we see that behavior in the Kardashians. She said, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love." Specifically in this situation with Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television since she was a kid, and they literally told her she was so ugly, so she went and did apparently everything the world deems as beautiful. Now the crazier part is that everybody now loves her for it. Next up is Danielle Bregoli. Viral sensation Danielle Cash Me Outside Bregoli does not like Kylie or Kendall. According to Daily Mail, Danielle mocked Kylie in her These Hoes video, which stars a Kylie lookalike getting injections all over her face and body. Danielle also blasted Kylie in a radio interview. "How do you go from effing lips the size of a twig to a body that looks like an effing paperclip and now you look like an hourglass?" And finally we have Kevin James Bennett. In August of 2022, Kylie shared a series of photos from a visit to the Kylie Cosmetics production center in Milan, writing that she was in the lab creating new magic for you guys. Now in the photos, she wore a white lab coat but no hairnet or gloves, leading Kevin James Bennett to call her out in an Instagram post of his own for violating safety guidelines. I'm a cosmetic developer and work with cosmetic manufacturers and their labs as part of my job. I have very short hair and I've never been allowed into the lab or onto the manufacturing floor without a hairnet, shoe covers, masks, and disposable gloves, the makeup artist wrote, alleging that Kylie's gaslighting her followers into thinking she is creating cosmetics. He continued by questioning what ignorant lab in Italy would let her go there and stage photos in their lab or on the manufacturing floor without following proper sanitation protocols. I need the names because I want to make sure my clients never work for them. Hashtag shame on you, he said. That was heated, but honestly he had so many valid points. If Kylie wants to do some sort of photo shoot like that, she can do it somewhere else. Now in response, Kylie claimed that the photo was taken in a small personal space that was set aside for creating social media content. Kevin then responded with a series of questions about the time Kylie spent at the facility before reiterating that she lied to him and her followers. They had a little back and forth, but Kevin was refusing to back down.
At number 10, Keke Palmer. So many people have opinions on the Kardashians. The way they look, the way they act, their business, everything. A lot of people don't like them for a number of reasons, but actress Keke Palmer has blatantly come out and talked about why she dislikes the Kardashians, specifically Kylie. Keke has shown sympathy in the past for Kylie because of the insecurities that Kylie has professed, but Keke isn't too fond of how Kylie went about dealing with those insecurities. A lot of the Kardashians show off their appearances all the time, and many of them have had plastic surgery, but Keke doesn't seem to like that Kylie flaunted how she changed her appearance like her sisters. The actress believes that Kylie went about dealing with her insecurities in the wrong way, and she hates the fact that she's been praised for this paid glow up. In an interview, Keke spoke out about all of this where she said, quote, "In the sense of the Kardashians, it's like, I'm going to show you so much perfect and be everything a woman should be or everything a man would like or love. Specifically in the situation of Kylie, where you've had a young girl people have seen on television since she was a kid and they literally told her she was so ugly, the ugly person in the family. She went and did apparently everything the world deemed as beautiful. The even crazier part is that everybody loves her for it." End quote. Keke has deemed Kylie inauthentic, and that's why she dislikes her so much.
And at number 9, Kylie Minogue. Before there was Kylie Jenner, Kylie Minogue was the most famous Kylie. But in 2015, Jenner tried to trademark the name Kylie and Minogue fought back. The Australian pop star shaded Jenner when she tried to trademark their first name. According to the US Patent and Trademark Office, in 2015 Jenner tried to register Kylie in the US for advertising services and endorsement services. But Kylie Minogue's team filed their own charges to ensure the trademark did not go through. Minogue claimed it would, quote, damage her own reputation. In the legal documents, Minogue's team classified Jenner as a, quote, secondary reality television personality known for her, quote, photographic exhibitionism and controversial posts on social media. Very savage. Then Minogue tweeted, quote, "Hello, my name is Kylie, hashtag lightyears," insinuating that she was here way before Jenner. After this whole debacle, it's clear the two do not like each other.
At number 8, Madison Beer. There are a handful of people in Hollywood who have their grievances with Kylie's beauty brand. In the past, she's been accused of copying the same packaging as Jeffree Star's makeup brand, but she's also had some beef with Madison Beer because the singer accused Kylie of stealing Madison's purple palette idea from back in 2017. In October of 2017, Kylie released her purple palette from her Kylie Cosmetics brand, and soon after the collection was made public, Madison shaded Kylie on Instagram, alleging that Kylie betrayed her. Madison posted on Instagram saying, quote, "When people fully steal your idea and they come out with what was supposed to be a collab, whack," end quote. Though the collab between Madison and Kylie was never confirmed, Madison appeared to have hinted at it back in March of 2017 when talking to paparazzi. I could imagine how hurt you would feel if you worked on something just for it all to fall through with you but still be sold. That would be a serious punch to the gut. When a follower called Madison out on being salty about the whole ordeal, and that she didn't invent purple eyeshadow, the singer clapped back saying, quote, "You sound very unintelligent. Who in their right mind would think they invented an eyeshadow color or shade? That is not at all in any way what I said or even slightly implied," end quote. Apparently, Kylie and Madison were friends before all of this happened, so I wonder if they're over it now or if that ruined their friendship.
In at number 7, Paris Jackson. Kendall and Kylie got tons of backlash when they released a series of vintage t-shirts for their clothing line, and photos of legends like Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, and the Doors and Ozzy Osbourne were beside their own on the shirts. Tons of celebrities called out the sisters for their tone-deaf decision, including Paris Jackson, the daughter of the late Michael Jackson. Paris took to Twitter and wrote, quote, "As a huge fan of Zeppelin, The Doors, Floyd, I mean these bands literally helped shape who I am today. I can't condone this fashion. Legends like these who completely changed our world today, not just the music world, should be respected and honored, not turned into this. Pink Floyd is not Chanel, Led Zeppelin is not Michael Kors, Metallica is not Givenchy, don't get it twisted. Hashtag bands not brands and hashtag respect music." Along with getting tons of heat, the sisters were also slapped with multiple lawsuits, so they decided to stop selling the shirts shortly after their release.
At number 6, Selena Gomez. Another celebrity who seems to have had beef with Kylie is former Disney star Selena Gomez. Turns out that Selena had an on and off again friendship with the Jenner sisters, and it all stemmed from Justin Bieber. During the time that Selena and Justin were a thing, Selena started feeling a little iffy about Kylie specifically because she thought that Kylie was flirting with Justin. Selena and Kylie apparently got into a confrontation in 2014 because of it, and it all went down at Justin's house. According to sources, what happened that evening was that Kylie allegedly, quote, sent sexy pics of herself to Justin, and that's what started the fight. Selena saw the pictures on Justin's phone and she freaked out and immediately left, end quote. The source also commented on the Jenner sisters saying, quote, "Kylie and Kendall live in such a fantasy world with what the show has turned their family into. At the end of the day, Selena was just there to be a part of the show and enhance their brand rather than being legit friends. Thankfully, Selena realized that she was being used and got out," end quote. Some sources also claim that Selena stopped being friends with the Jenners because of their use of substances, drinking, and partying, but the Jenners have denied those claims.
Halfway at number 5, Lourdes Leon. Lourdes Leon, daughter of Madonna, dissed Kylie after Lourdes was invited to Kylie's birthday party in 2015. Apparently, she finds the Kardashian family vile and was horrified about the invite. A source revealed that Lourdes shaded Kylie over her social media activity and selfie taking. After she received the invite, a source exposed, quote, "She couldn't believe Kylie thought that she'd be receptive to a party invite and has completely ignored her. As far as Lourdes is concerned, she's not going to lower herself to even responding," adding that Lourdes is very picky about who she spends her time with and Kylie doesn't make the cut. The source added that Lourdes' friends are, quote, "much more interested in changing the world than in taking selfies. And in my opinion, you must really hate someone if the thought of them inviting you to their birthday leaves you horrified."
At number 4, Amber Rose. The Kardashians have caused a lot of tension in the past in case of their relationships. There's been so much drama with cheating, rumors, babies, and so much more, so it's not surprising to know that Kylie is hated because of relationship quarrels. Amber Rose has had some harsh things to say about Kylie in the past, especially when it came to her relationship with rapper Tyga. Tyga had left Blac Chyna, the mother of his son, for Kylie, and Amber did not approve of that at all. During a radio interview, Amber spoke out about that drama when she said, quote, "She's a baby, she needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock and relax. That's ridiculous. Tyga should be ashamed of himself. That's how I feel, for sure. He has a beautiful woman and a baby and left that all for a 16-year-old who just turned 17, end quote. Amber wasn't the only one to comment on Kylie and Tyga's relationship, but her commentary definitely had some heat.
In at number 3, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has been coming for Kylie publicly ever since she came out with an online makeup company that was a competitor to Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Their feud is totally one-sided, but I'm sure that Kylie has seen all the shade that Jeffree has dished out. Back when Jeffree was famous for his makeup reviews, he reviewed Kylie Cosmetics on multiple occasions, and more often than not, he trashed her products. When reviewing her over $300 brush set, he called it cheap dollar store product. Jeffree and Shane Dawson also trashed Kylie's skin in their review, where they called the products drying, irritating, and overpriced. Jeffree even shaded Kylie's Forbes cover, where she was declared the world's youngest self-made billionaire. He said, quote, "I declined the feature, so they had to pick someone."
At number 2, Amanda Stenberg. The most common scandal that the Kardashians seem to get involved in is something involving cultural appropriation. Many of the Kardashians have been accused of appropriating black culture and blackfishing, and Kylie seems to be one of the worst offenders when it comes to these things. The internet has got really fired up when Kylie was seen wearing cornrows, and actress Amanda Stenberg went off on Kylie for it. The Hunger Games actress tweeted saying, quote, "When you appropriate black features and culture but fail to use your position of power to help black Americans by directing attention towards your wigs, Instead of police brutality or racism, hashtag white girls do it better. End quote. On top of that, Amanda also posted a video titled "Don't Cash Crop on My Cornrow," explaining that, quote, "The line between cultural appropriation and cultural exchange is always going to be blurred, but here's the thing. Appropriation occurs when a style leads to racist generalizations or stereotypes where it originated but deemed high fashion, cool, or funny when the privileged take it for themselves." End quote. Amanda already took a disliking towards Kylie after that, but that didn't seem to do much because she kept posting in cornrows after that.
And finally at number 1, Blac Chyna. There is absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that Blac Chyna hates Kylie Jenner. I think pretty much anyone would hate the woman that your boyfriend left you for. Back in 2014, Blac Chyna was in a long-term relationship with Tyga. The pair even had a son together. But that all changed when Kylie came into the picture and Tyga left Chyna for a 16-year-old Kylie. Kylie and Tyga dated for 2 years before splitting. At this time, tons of Chyna's friends and family were shading Kylie for breaking up a family, including Amber Rose. Apparently, Kim Kardashian was even friends with Chyna while she was with Tyga, and Kim said that Chyna was devastated when she found out that Tyga was leaving her and their 3-year-old son King Cairo for Kylie. Years later, Chyna would get in a long-term relationship with Rob Kardashian, Kylie's half-brother, and have a child with him. Some even speculate that Blac Chyna got with Rob purely out of spite so she could make Kylie's life hell.
Kicking off the countdown list, number 10 is her lip injections. Is it really a Kylie Jenner list if it doesn't talk about her lips? I mean, I feel like that would be a sin not to talk about her lips. For years now, her lips have always been the most talked about feature on her body. Believe it or not. Her fans first noticed that as she started to grow older, she seemed to have fuller lips. And for a while, she was telling her fans that it was just lip liner and a photo filter, making them look more full. Over time, she did finally come clean about getting lip injections, and it was revealed that she had them done when she was just a teenager. Turns out she had her first injections when she was just 16 years old. And she said that she kept it a secret because she didn't want people to look at her as a bad influence. Because obviously when you're 16, you have a lot of young fans and you don't want to be putting needles in your face at 16 years old. Girl, too young. You know what I just thought of? That just means Kris Jenner had to sign off on that because you will need parental consent. Coming in next at number 9 is the envy between Kylie and Kendall. When your entire family is famous and everyone has their own businesses running, one might think that there would be some kind of competition going on. I mean, some of their products and businesses are like a conflict of interest with each other. Like they're in competition. But because they are all sisters and they are all very successful, each sister has said that they do not feel threatened by anyone else. But there was some tea spilled and a source claimed that Kendall and Kylie have a secret rivalry that's never really talked about. The sisters seem to be incredibly close to us because of their small age gap and their many collaborations throughout the years. But a source told Radar Online, I quote, "There's so much envy between these two, it's as though they're not happy when the other one is doing well." Some little sister competition going on. I mean, I get that. I feel like there might naturally just be a little bit of envy there. Cruising into number 8 is her hair. Just by following her or seeing some of her pictures, you'd be able to tell that her hair is fake. She switches up her look often, usually sporting bright colored wigs or changing up the length and color of her real hair with hair extensions. But her appearance is important for her brand for many reasons. You probably never stopped to think about why she keeps changing her hair. And I don't blame you because there are like a million other more important things to think about. But it turns out that she makes these changes on purpose. She said that changing her hair makes her feel like a new person. And many of us females can totally relate to that. Despite her brand having to do with some of it, there seems to be more personal reasoning behind it too. I mean, I can't say I've never dyed my hair, wanting to feel like a different person. Like, you know, post breakup, I gotta get new hair, I'm a new me. And spot number 7 is her weird collection. Having a collection is not uncommon, even having weird collections isn't uncommon. People collect things all the time, and it kind of just depends on what you think is weird or not. I personally collect stuffed animals, and I'm serious. I call them my furry friends and I love them. And I would love if you guys would let me know in the comments if you have a weird collection. This is a judgment-free zone. Yeah, let me know. But anyways, back to Kylie. Her collection is really random, and it's easy to think that it probably has to do with fashion or beauty or skincare, but it turns out it is not even close to that. Turns out she has a collection of rubber ducks and has been collecting them for years. When she was younger, the one thing she always asked for on her birthday was a rubber duck, and she said she still has some of her very first ones. I wonder if she'll pass them along to Stormi, because that would actually be really cute. Sliding into number 6 is the fact that she is shy. Now I know what you're thinking. The way she posts on social media, you wouldn't think that she is necessarily the shy type. She often posts pictures in barely anything clothing and in bikini, showing off her skin and flaunting her curves. The reality is though, who she is on social media and who she is behind the scenes are two totally different people. She appears to have all the confidence in the world, but she's actually quite shy. She was speaking with People magazine when she let it slip that she is a lot more shy than people think, and in really busy situations, she gets anxious and shy very easily. She plays it off well though, especially seeing as there's cameras surrounding her every single day. She seems like a natural. So she is hiding that well. I did not picture her as like the shy type. We are halfway through and we have her secret on makeup. Forbes named her the youngest self-made billionaire after she started her own beauty company, Kylie Cosmetics. Her entire world revolves around makeup, quite literally, since it's basically her full-time income. Unlike her sister Kendall, she doesn't do modeling, and she isn't really in the fashion industry like her other Kardashian sisters. So it might surprise people to learn that even though she created a beauty empire around makeup, she doesn't actually like wearing makeup. She exposed her little secret and said that she only wears makeup because that's what her fans like to see on her social media. She says that she has a passion for makeup, but she doesn't personally like to wear it often, and that there is a difference between the two. I get that. I like makeup. Like, I'm intrigued by makeup. I like makeup. I don't like wearing it though. I can't wait to take it off. Moving on to number 4, Kylie is stubborn. Her biggest fans would love to think that they know everything about her. A big part of having celebrity status is that all your fans think they personally know you. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Like, people obsess over someone that they've never actually met and know nothing about. But even if you thought you knew what she was like, one of her traits that she might not want you knowing about is that she is incredibly stubborn. Welcome to the club, sister. I know all about that. There are many different words that can be used to describe her, and an insider dish that stubborn is one of them. They said, I quote, "If you knew Kylie, she can be very stubborn. When she makes her decisions, she sticks by them." I mean, I feel like that's not necessarily a bad trait though. Or maybe I'm just saying that because I'm stubborn and I want to think it's a good thing, but in some cases, being stubborn isn't really a bad thing. Taking over the 3rd spot is she wants to live behind the scenes. If you look at her social media, you might get the impression that she loves all of the attention that she gets, but the truth is she doesn't. She doesn't like being recognized every time she goes out, and she would rather live a more private life. During an interview with Wonderland magazine, she said, "I want to be a businesswoman and behind the scenes. Kylie Jenner needs to retire." Girl, I hate to break it to ya, but your career is just getting started. She still chooses to live her life in the public eye, but admits that she hates a lot of the attention she gets and the pressures that come along with it. Realistically though, even if she didn't want to live in the public eye anymore, it's kind of too late for that. Like, she could never just go out and people weren't gonna freak out. In spot number 2 is her secret cousin. That's right, apparently Kylie has a cousin that has been behind the shadows this whole time. The craziest part is that she looks like a spitting image of Kylie. You may have already seen her on social media. Her name is Natalie Zettel, and she's the youngest cousin of the family and is a low-key Instagram model. People recently caught on to this unknown little fact, and no one is really sure why we are just finding this out. Natalie is the daughter of Kris Jenner's younger sister. People found out about her after a picture of her and Kylie started surfacing on the internet. When you see them together side by side without all the makeup and hair and wigs and all of that, you can tell that they're related, and it's kind of cute. She's beautiful. Finally, we have made it to number 1, and we have her pregnancy was unexpected. All right, so the majority of us, this isn't really a secret. I feel like we all assumed this anyway, but it's totally not fair to judge someone that we don't even know on whether or not they planned on getting pregnant. Because really, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. The world went to a frenzy when the rumors first started, and Kylie completely went MIA and hid it from the entire world. When she first found out about her pregnancy, she wanted to keep that moment for herself rather than live it out in front of the world, where she says that she would have been judged for it, which she probably would have because she was so young. She admits that she did not plan on getting pregnant, but that it was the most amazing experience nonetheless. I mean, I get it. If I was her age and had that platform and I unexpectedly got pregnant, the amount of anxiety I would have, I wouldn't even want to tell my own parents.
Starting off with Kylie's ever-changing hair, let's talk about what is real versus what is fake. We know that Kylie is no stranger to changing up her do. In the past, she's dyed her hair all kinds of different colors, including her famous bright teal ombre that she rocked back in 2014, and she's rocked different lengths as well. Kylie started wearing hair extensions back in 2010, but in recent years she's mostly been wearing wigs, going from floor-length black hair to bright yellow, shorter-length hair in a blink of an eye. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years Kylie released a hair collection called Kylie Wigs or something. She once said that she started wigs, but obviously that isn't exactly true. Because she changes up her look so often, people have a hard time keeping up with what her real hair looks like, so when she shares pictures of what her natural hair looks like, it becomes a big deal. To me, that's kind of funny. Like, imagine your brand is being so fake that when you show your real self, it makes headlines. Can't relate, but carry on. Over the course of the pandemic and the first lockdown, we saw many celebs, including Kylie, showing off their natural selves since there was nothing to get glammed for. And one of the things that was exposed was Kylie's natural hair. Over the time that she's been participating in social distancing, she shared with her followers that she was going on a hair journey, probably to repair the damage that she had done to it over an extended period of time. Her hair at this time is dyed a lighter brown color, bleached from its natural dark brown. Since there is no big gala or event to go to, Kylie has been embracing her natural self, and it's a good thing. It's time to show people that you don't need perfect hair to be beautiful. Moving on, Kylie's skin is one of the things that people have a problem with, and I'm not talking about her skincare line. However, that did get some mixed reviews. Cue Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star making fun of it.
I don't like that it has a fragrance. I don't think it should, but hey, that's just me.
Kylie has been receiving a lot of negative attention for the way her skin looks because people accuse her of blackfishing and looking fake. Kylie often gets spray tans, making herself look darker, and some have even accused her of darkening her tan in photos as well. There have been side-by-side images of Kylie compared to black celebrities, and people point out how similarly their skin looks. Kylie's skin is not naturally that tan, and we recently saw what she looks like without the tans, makeup, or filters when she was photographed by paparazzi during lockdown. In real life, she's much paler and looks like a normal human being rather than the glam model that she poses as on social media. But it's not just the tan that she fakes, but also her complexion. A lot of the time, many celebrities, including Kylie, of course, airbrush their photos and use filters to make their skin look smoother and clearer, but that's not something that every person can relate to. Yes, we all want to look our best, but the makeup and filters aren't real, and there is truth underneath. Kylie has posted photos without filters to show what her skin looks like in real life. And you can see minor blemishes, which is perfectly fine. She's only human after all. Kylie has also posted a few no makeup selfies that shows off something that we rarely get to see in her other highly edited photos, which are her freckles. Kylie hides so much under fake tans and makeup, so seeing the real her is actually pretty refreshing. Now, do you guys remember back in 2015 when the Kylie Jenner lip challenge was a thing? There were so many YouTubers trying it and viral vines of the challenge going wrong, and it even got to the point where doctors were hopping on news shows to warn parents about their kids doing this challenge. So many people wanted lips like Kylie, but unfortunately, if you didn't have the money to pay for fillers, most people turned to vacuuming their lips onto bottle caps or cups. It even prompted the invention of many tools to plump your lips with the same kind of suction. Kylie kept getting lip fillers and kept up with her big lip brand, even creating her lip kit for Kylie Cosmetics around the trend of overlining your lips to make them look bigger. She had fillers until 2018 after the birth of her daughter Stormy, where she announced that she had her lip fillers dissolved. It had been a while since the world saw Kylie's real lips for the way they were before, and we all got used to their new fuller shape, but don't forget that this is what she looked like before all the cosmetic work was done. Her fillerless look didn't last very long, since she got them back about 3 months after having them removed. But why did she get them in the first place? Well, according to Kylie, she wanted to get lip fillers ever since a boy commented on how thin her lips were as a young teen. It became something that she was very self-conscious about, and so she corrected this by getting cosmetic procedures done. When she got her fillers taken out in 2018, even if it was for a brief time, she got a lot of praise for embracing her natural self, and a lot of her fans commented on how much better she looked. But it's her body and she can do whatever she wants with it. But speaking of bodies, something that a lot of people seemingly like commenting on is other people's bodies. Now, I'm a big believer in body positivity and also body neutrality. Basically, it's my thought that everyone is beautiful no matter what they look like and what size they are, whatever imperfections they believe they have, and really anything makes you unique. But I also believe that your body is there to keep you alive and that you don't need to suffer to achieve a perfect look. All you have to do is take care of yourself and your body, and that's all that matters. Many celebrities and their presence on social media kind of go against this, as they often post their skinniest or curviest posts, and a lot of people, especially young people, look up to this and think that this is what they must strive for. So seeing people like Kim K and Kylie Jenner with their tiny waists and big booties wearing their waist trainers and shapewear isn't exactly realistic for everyone. Just because that's what they look like online and in magazines doesn't mean they really look like that in real life. Though Kylie has never confirmed any plastic surgery other than getting lip fillers, a lot of people believe that she's gotten surgery on her body, enhancing her curves and making her look like her sisters with their signature bodies. Now, it could be real or it could be fake, but the bottom line is that you don't know, and you don't have to strive to look like these people, especially if their looks are paid for and not grown. Kylie Jenner looks different in real life. This we know for certain. Whether it's her real hair that she hides beneath wigs and extensions, or her skin that she alters through tanning and makeup, or her lips that she alters through filters and cosmetics, or even her body that she shows off using her small little waist trainers and diet techniques. Nothing on social media is ever 100% real, but that's okay, to an extent. It's fine if you want to change things to make yourself feel better, but don't forget to be honest about it. And remind other people that you are not the standard for beauty and that beauty is subjective. Everyone can be an Instagram model if they want to be, and nothing has to change. You just have to be confident, because that is the most beautiful quality anyone can have.